Hello, YouTube. Welcome in. Hi. Okay, I fucked up already. Hello, YouTube. Today we'll be making some braised short ribs and some mashed potatoes to kind of be in the holiday spirit. I'm very excited. I finally got my good knife. For the recipe today, I'm not gonna do like the pot version. I'm gonna do the Instapot version. So I'm not gonna be cooking it on the stove for like 3 hours. All right, so we have some celery, onions, carrots. We have our herbs here. We have 2 heads of garlic. And then we also have our short ribs here. All right, so you see how some of the ribs have like pretty thick layer of fat here? I'm gonna skin off some of the fat parts. Some of them are really thin, so it's not that big of a deal. But I just wanna chop off as much as possible.
Fat is flavor umi that goes for food and women.
Huh? I'm gonna leave just like a little bit of fat on them.
I've seen sharper knives in a psych ward.
Stop it! Listen, these are good knives, all right? Don't come for my knives. All right, so now I'm gonna go cut my vegetables. I don't know if we need all these onions. You know how much I got yelled at by chat when I was first cooking how to cut the onions? So I'm just gonna do a simple dice. All right. It's spilling over.
It's enough slices!
Bring the carrots over. Don't ask why my carrots like this. But like the carrots, onions, and stuff, I take it from my parents' restaurant. But then my mom was like, I need some carrots too. I was like, but I want carrots. So she gave me this little initial tiny piece. I was like, what am I gonna do with this tiny ass piece, right? So then I chopped off another piece. I'm gonna like barely scrape it by. Maybe like this much. I'm just gonna cut the carrots like circular. Just little circles. My mom also yelled at me because she said, I don't need that much celery. I wanted to prove her wrong, so we're gonna use all the celery today. I'm gonna do a rough chop. Doesn't need to be exact. God, this doesn't fit. This doesn't fit.
That's what she said!
Done with the cutting part. We're not done with the cutting part. We're not done with the cutting part. You have your garlic and you want to chop it in half like this. Now I also have my bowl. I have some flour here and I'm gonna take my ribs and I'm just gonna coat all sides with the flour. All right, so I have my Instant Pot here. It's kind of big. I'm gonna start out with the saute option and then I'm gonna leave it in for 40 minutes, okay? All right, I'm gonna put some oil in, just a little bit, a fuck lot. I'm all trying to open this tomato paste while I'm talking to you guys. I'm gonna only use like half of the can here. Grab your thongs. All right, so make sure you don't overcrowd this. I am notorious for always overcrowding my pans, right? So you want to give them a nice sear. Okay, wait until the oil gets hotter and then you sear it. I'm gonna flip it over. If we have a Chatsgiving, what the fuck is everyone bringing? This kind of reminds me of like, you know when you have like parties in your classroom and 20 people are bringing plates. The other half is bringing napkins. Maybe 2 kids are bringing utensils. Nobody actually brings any of the food. How nice it is. It's nice and crispy. So the flour helps to make kind of crisp it up. All right, this should be fine. I'm gonna put like a little bit more oil. All right, put my onion straight in. I'm gonna add a little bit of butter because nothing is better than high cholesterol. That's not butter. Dude, that is totally butter. I can't believe it's not butter. What the fuck is this then? This is not butter? It's margarita? What the fuck? Is that a migraine? I don't even know that word. Okay, so put a migraine in there. I'm gonna put my carrots in. I'm gonna put my celery in as well. I'm gonna add this back in there. Was I supposed to pretend this never happened? So before I put the short ribs in, I'm gonna put some tomato paste in there. I don't really have a spoon. I'm just gonna dig it out using this. Okay. I'm gonna add the meat back in. I'm gonna add my heads of garlic. I'm just gonna toss it in. It's not a big deal. Some people like to use crushed garlic. Alright, I'm gonna add some salt in there. Some pepper. That's a lot of pepper. I have a heavy hand when it comes to seasoning, alright? I'm gonna add some roasted garlic. I know I have a bunch of garlic. I'm just gonna add some roasted garlic. So I'm gonna add some thyme in there. And I'm gonna add some parsley. So 2 cups of red wine.
2 shots of vodka.
Should I put more? 2.5 cups of red wine. 3 cups of red wine. Okay, 1:1 ratio with some beef broth. So 3 cups of beef broth here. I think a good rule of thumb is as long as everything is submerged in. So I'm gonna give it a good mix in here. We're gonna cover the pot. I'm gonna make sure it's in this here so it doesn't like, you know, nut out. I'm gonna do manually about 40 minutes. So it's make sure that you have your valve. Ow, that's hot. That's hot. So this part here that I just touched is fucking extremely hot. All right. So you have to be really careful. Make sure your valve is completely to the middle here. All right. That's what we're gonna do. All right. We're gonna play some Valorant. I'm gonna keep this here.
2 hours later.
Maybe I should turn up the time on the Instant Pot.
5 hours later.
Okay, now I gotta go make my mashed potatoes. This is what Valorant does to you. I got so distracted. I'm gonna salt my water. Eee! I like to cover it up. So these are all the potatoes that I have. All right, so I'm gonna add the potatoes in. Yeah, be very careful of the steam here. It gets really, really fucking hot, like me. Ah! Ready? 3, 2, 1. Look! Wow! Wow! It looks really good, right? So we have to make a glaze out of this, right? I don't know if it's actually done. Let me just do this. Oh, it's very smashable right now. I'm gonna do a few at a time. I'm gonna grab a new pan here. Sauce from the thingy. Alright, now we smash. Just some heavy cream in. Some butter. Take some sour cream. I'm gonna add some salt in there. I always season them. I like a little bit of garlic powder here. And I put a little bit of cayenne pepper too. These are the mashed potatoes. So I couldn't find any cornstarch. I'm gonna use some sugar instead. It should start thickening up. Please, just get thick. Make the sauce super fucking sweet. I have my pretty bowl here. Look at this. Ugh. So I'm gonna grab some beef that still kind of has the bone on it. I want you guys to see this. Wow. Honestly not that thick. I thought it was thicker. Yeah, put some fresh parsley in there. This is what my parsley look like right now. I'm telling you, parsley saves everything. Look at this, wow. I'm gonna take some of this and mashed potatoes. Here you go. Here's a first bite for chat. Okay, I eat. God, it's so good. Dude, this is so good. We should do an outro, right? Thank you for watching. This is my braised short ribs. It looks delicious. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next recipe. Bye-bye.